Hello everybody and welcome back to the next part of my Ottoman Empire playthrough. So last time we managed to take Kosovo from Bosnia. We're looking to sort of do a similar kind of thing again, although I'm thinking actually we could just take Serbia. We're fabricating a claim in Wallachia at the moment. We don't really need to improve relations anymore with these guys. We will with them in a second, but I think what we'll do is we'll try and well, fabricate a claim in this area on Serbia itself, and that'll wipe Serbia off the map. How's the revolt risk looking at the moment? That should go down when the overextension reduces, which is going to be in 2 years' time. Well, 1 year and 5 or 6 months time, so that'll be okay. I think once we've taken, I think what we'll do, the idea at the moment is to take Bosnia, Serbia and this Wallachia, and then we'll kind of stop for a bit here. Maybe take a couple from Venice, because they do cause a little bit of chaos for us, especially as they own this bit of land here, which they can just walk straight onto our island, which is really annoying, and this one here. But once we've taken them, I think we'll stop at Poland and Serbia, have them two countries border us, and then we'll consider moving in this direction and taking over this Ak, Koyunlu and Georgia. These kind of areas. In fact, maybe not Georgia. Maybe we'll leave them alone. Maybe it'll be the Ak, Yunlulu and the Mamelukes will take over, and then we'll probably try and march our way through to all the way through Morocco. Trouble that Portugal could try to take over Morocco at any time, although Morocco seems to have the upper hand, actually gaining that territory back, so they've done quite well. But yeah, if we can sort of have an established presence all the way along North Africa, around this sort of region here, and that could be quite tasty actually. Adao as well, that's all of our religion, all down this side here. It seems as if a leading shipwright in our country has written a very convincing document detailing how the new ship technology that his rival has been trying to get funding for will never work, and may even cause the ships to sink before they leave the harbour. They must be right. We ignore them. We'll lose a bit of prestige because we had 95 of that, so losing 10 of that isn't going to be too much of an issue. Right, this guy. I want to move him over there. He is our main general, but if we get him into the area, that he'd be best served if we get a surprise invasion on our hands. I'm going to make sure that I keep these guys happy here, actually. So improve relations with them. Just want to keep these around the sort of 190 to 200 mark continuously, really. I probably should be doing the same with these ones, actually, because they can be quite fussy. Right, invest in new technology. National ideas. Right, now this is something that we've got to consider. Okay, what's happening here then? Your Excellency, with Constantinople in our hands, we must decide the fate of the Christian Patriarch. There are many Christians still in the city. It might be prudent to show some leniency this time. Right, so we can allow them to exist and keep the current Patriarch. We lose 50 piety, but people's opinions of us do go up. Or we can close it down, gain piety, gain money, gain 1 base tax, and all of them people already hate us anyway, don't they? I'm tempted to do that one for the extra money and stuff, really, because these guys, they don't like us anyway, so not liking us even more is not going to be a huge issue to us, and I mean that didn't cause any real major problems for us, did it, in the long run? As long as our army can cope with an attack maybe from all of them, I don't know. So they're allied with Bosnia. They're in a coalition against Bosnia. And they're allied with Wallachia. Okay. Right, so now we've got these ideas. which is a very nice new sort of technology thing that we are able to look into. I'm not too sure what would be the best one to go for to begin with for these guys. I never like to go for anything that involves military straight away, because military is gonna... we want this to sort of go up, this technology. And we'll probably spend some on temple. Diplomatic isn't too bad. I do quite like diplomatic stuff on this. Although actually it might not be too much of an advantage to us on this. We want something that's going to help our sort of revolt risk, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little think about this off screen, and then I'll cut back in once I've made some kind of decision or narrowed it down a little bit. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I am back. I've decided that I'm going to go for the diplomatic ideas idea, because I like the extra diplomat. Fabrication of claim being less time is significant. Diplomatic relations is always very useful, especially that I've got the 3 vassals at the moment, although I probably won't have them by the time I get here, but maybe more, who knows. War exhaustion could be quite a sort of relevant factor later on, because after all I am going to be planning on doing a lot of war, because I'm the Ottomans and that's kind of what they do, I believe. Diplomatic reputation, I'm not too worried about that, because I mean at the end of the day our reputation is going to be smashed after we go to war with everyone anyway. And this will be quite good, with especially the aggressive expansion impact. So I'm definitely going for diplomatic ideas. It may end up being a mistake, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll get an extra diplomat straight away, and we're well on our way to getting the fabricate claim down, so that's quite useful, so I'm pleased about that. I always get a bit confused with that. I'm never sure what's the best one to pick. I always end up sort of picking the same sort of ones over and over again with different sort of countries, but you never know, one day I may mix it up and we'll see exactly what happens then. Probably will go completely wrong. Right, so I can't do anything with these yet. I mean, I was tempted actually to go for the religious one, just so that it would be easier for me to sort of bend things to my willpower. But unfortunately that it doesn't really appeal to me on a few other levels, so it's not fantastic. Right, so let's improve relations here. Oh, we already are. Okay. We'll make sure that we stay allies with these people, because they're pretty big. Although I'm assuming we may be able to just charge through these people. These ones are looking like they could be very, very important to us, so I'm going to try and get an alliance with them. It's not going to help because we're going to have 6 out of 4, but then when these two, which is only in 3 years' time, we will be able to sort of annex them. That's going to be going back down to 4 of 4, and I do want to have an ally down here, because if I'm going to take on the Mamelukes, they may be allies with them. No, they're not. So that's quite useful. Who are their? So they've got the Mamelukes is their rival actually, so that's good. So if I keep these on my side, then hopefully we should do okay. Let's just improve relations with them. Make sure we keep them on our side forever. Man, they're doing badly down here though, look at them. Don't really seem to have many troops, do they? They're not at war though, are they? No, they're not at war. How's our revolt risk doing? Not fantastic. We could probably do with some harsh treatments. We can't give any harsh treatments in the areas that are going wrong. Hopefully they don't go too badly wrong. Right, where are we at the moment? We've got a truce with these guys, so they all end in 1463, don't they? Europe's probably not the best way to go beyond these 3 here. I mean, even these 3 aren't probably fantastic because they're all Orthodox. None of them are Sunni, which is going to cause a bit of chaos. Could do an invasion across the waters, but again, all of these Catholic, different religions and stuff, it doesn't really help. But I am converting these religions gradually, so we'll do that. Converting these religions is probably actually temporarily giving me a bit of an extra revolt risk, I would say. Maybe I need to start thinking about taking over this region here. It's going to be a tough battle though, because of the allies that they're all with. Is Crimea on my side anymore? They are. They're only allies with me and them. Right, what is there with the Crimea? Right, so Crimea's 167, we're 181. We need to improve that as much as we possibly can, actually. So we'll stop improving relations. Is that improving? And that there is improving, so we'll stop that as well. And I'm going to improve Crimea, because if I can try and get them to be as friendly with me as possible, then maybe they'll choose me over the other guy in terms of going to war. So we'll do that. We might send them a little gift soon as well and just bump that up slightly more, although if we sent them on recently they may not like that too much. It might not make any difference. What does this give me here? National manpower plus 10%. Revolt risk goes up. It's not worth it. Right, by all means they shall have our protection. Gain 25 piety and gain 10 prestige. Let's do that. Keeping a nice high prestige though. It's always welcome. Alright, let's start helping out these guys. Right, we're already improving relations. What happens if I try and send... Oh yeah, they're not going to be too easy, are they? What is the minimum amount that I have to send? I have to send 100 of my money to them to make it go up by 25. That's not really worth the effort. Cyprus. Can we vassalize Cyprus? No. Man, they really not the same religion. In their opinion, minus 1,000, minus 2,039. That's the most I've ever seen, I think. Let's speed it up again to a 4 speed, so we try and get through this sort of slightly slower period. Maybe fabricate a claim on these guys. Let's speed it up to 5. Let's really go for it. It's going to be interesting if we go to war with them. Okay, so we unlocked another one. So fabrication time, that will reduce significantly. So that should shoot up there now. Okay, gained another claim. A claim on Naxos. Where's that? Let's look it up in the old dictionary thing. Ah, okay, so it's just a claim on a place that we've already, wait, that we already got? Oh, this one, I keep forgetting about this. Bloody Venice and their little islands just off of my land. Oh, fantastic. Right, we're at military level 5 now. Up there with the best of them, and there are some different troops that we can have. Azab infantry, and the cavalry is exactly the same. Haven't unlocked any cannons yet, but that should be coming up next, I think. No, maybe the one after this, maybe military 7. Yeah, level 7 we get cannons. Still got too many relations. Right, it's up it to 5, we'll be able to start annexing these guys. And we'll be able to go to war over here, won't we? So that'll be nice. Right, so when does the truce expire? On the 5th of November, so we have to wait until November of 1463 before we can actually do anything there. Right, a royal marriage offer from Crimea, that's good. Okay, so they trust us enough to sort of continue giving us royal marriages and stuff. That's what I like to see. Right, when can I... go on then, you can have military access, Algiers, seeing as you are so politely. Alright, we'll annex these ones. How long is that going to take? It doesn't actually say, does it? That's a bit odd. Oh, did someone die? Our military man died. What is this on? 5. We might be able to go for the slightly more expensive guy who'll give us an extra thing. So morale of armies plus 10% on landfall. We'll have that, I think, because otherwise we're going to be... If we have this guy, we're going to have 4 more troops. That'd be nice, actually. Where am I going to be at war next? Let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can stay here, and these 9 people can come down here as well. It doesn't tell me why or how long it's going to take to annex anymore. I'm sure it used to. Oh, there you go. It's done it. So we've done that one. When he gets back, we'll annex these guys. That's the 9th of August. Invest in a bigger army. We'll invest in. We don't want to upset them by giving them massive taxes. How comes we're losing money? Oh. I didn't realise. I think that the only people that I could pick were of +2. And now we're struggling on money. That's problematic to say the least. I think it's because our missionary guy as well, he's actually working away, isn't he? So he's costing us quite a bit, not too much, but enough money, I guess. Oh no, he isn't. What's going on? Why is he not working? He should be constantly going out and sort of solving all of them issues. I wonder if our diplomatic relations, the sort of vaster amount of them, is going to cause us issues. Ah, we've got a problem here. We've got. Oh, this is it. We're going over our land forces modifier. We should be just delete one more than I needed to. Yeah, okay. So we'll just add a horse there. National ideas available. We know this already, but we don't want to do that. So we've got a nice little army here. And here, they're sort of defending from the Mamluks and the other ones. What is this they've got here? A transport and a galley. We'll get rid of the transport, we don't need that. But we'll definitely keep the galley. That'll be very useful if we ever go to war with these Mamluk guys, which we will be very soon, I am assuming. Right, they must be protecting trade in Constantinople. Right, so now we are no longer in a truce with these guys, but I'm not wanting to actually go to war with them anymore. I'm looking to have a sort of fairly large battle down here. Might bring all my troops down. See how we get on. Alright, let's put these back into Alexandria. Right, so we can... Maurice of Orange pioneered new drills for firearms that made the new weapons much more effective. This drill technique was not a secret, and numerous military entrepreneurs learned the drill and placed their service at the disposal of the crowned heads of Europe. Right, so we can hire this guy. Yeah, we'll definitely hire him. Lose a bit of money, but improve our army. Can't wait until we can get the temple. It's going to help us really get our money sort of going up. And we're preparing for battle. Right then, who are we gonna... Who is gonna be at war with us next then? So Crimea, Golden Horde and the Mamluks. Where is the Golden Horde? Oh, they're up there, so they're not a massive issue. They've got to get past Georgia and these guys to attack us first. Crimea hopefully will be on our side. If they are, they might do that actually, because they might be more interested in taking the Golden Horde. It's going to be a gamble. Is that Venice? Oh no, that's Trebizond, isn't it? They're not a fan of us. When can I annex Kandar? 1467. They're not actually too pleased with us at the moment. Oh, I see, because we've annexed 2 vassals, so they're not pleased with us. But that'll increase as it goes on. So I suppose it depends what we want to do. Do we want to try and gain? We don't really want to gain anything in the Crimea trade node. We don't really have anything there yet, do we? But we would be interested in this. But we do have an idea. No, that's gone now. Conquer Levant. Levant. What is that? Oh wow. Okay, well, let's take that for now. Let's go nuts. We've got to take all of them, which is just the whole Mamluk region. Let's see if we go to war with these. Crimea will go to war with us, and so will these guys down here. That's brilliant, actually. To take Aleppo, let's declare war. Let's do it. And they're going to jump in as well. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that the end of the video here, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.